Peace, man. Let's get right into it. We're dealing with that type 2 diabetes. This is the second video in the series of 3. We're dealing with magnesium today. We're dealing with the mineral magnesium today. We dealt with that chromium yesterday, guys. All right, sources of magnesium that you can get the decent and adequate amount of magnesium is your green leafy vegetables, particularly that dandelion. You can get that as a herb as well. I got it as a herb. Also, the sea moss contains a decent amount of the magnesium. Also, that Celtic salt or that pink Himalayan salt has 3 types of the magnesium that you need, guys. So again, you want to do your research and you want to look at those things. The reason magnesium is so important, guys, is the lower levels of magnesium shows that it has an inverse effect where higher blood sugar levels are. So the higher blood sugar, the lower your magnesium content is likely. So you want to get the recommended daily amount of magnesium in the body. Make sure that you're getting that in on a daily basis, especially if you're already dealing with diabetes. All right, sending you peace and love. Peace and love, family. Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Monte. You know what it is. You know what to do. You know how I get that. Now let's get to it. What it is we want to talk about today. We're dealing with that African American male, or the black male who was born in America. We're dealing with him. We're dealing with his issues. We're dealing with how you, the female, because I know 99% of my followers are females, can help him become a greater person, a more fulfilled individual, an individual that can reach his potential. All right. And again, you know my position on certain things. So you might say, well, Monte, you think certain ways about certain things. I have a diverse view of things based off nature, guys. I don't deal with things based off emotion, but I am coming at you with this when it comes to the male, the African American male, and his relationship with his female and his relationship with society. He is an individual that is lost. He is an individual that has an identity crisis. No matter how much money he has, no matter how less money he has, he's going through a certain psychological war that keeps him always guessing as to what it is that he's doing, if he's doing the right thing, or trying to find a way to make himself feel relevant in society. This is why it's so easy for him to engage in things that give him a sense of power, but are really not power. You understand what I'm saying? Because he has no real power in a society that's dominated by others than him. Again, I'm not talking about every African American male. Let's never get it twisted in terms of what it is that we talk about, that I'm saying everyone is this way. I'm talking about what the norm is. We're not talking about the exceptions to the rule. We're talking about norms when you're talking about time, all right? So, again, he's trying to find power because he's in a world where he is not powerful when it comes to the functioning, the running, and the dominance of business, etc. in this society. So many of them strike out against the society, against themselves, and against those who love them, and especially those who look like them, in an attempt to feel powerful because they innately feel powerless. They may never admit that. But these extreme cases of violence, these extreme cases of recklessness, is part due to, again, that innate feeling of not having the power that is necessary to rule the society. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to understand about males, guys. Males who are in tune with their male hormonal expression, their innate being, they want power. You understand what I'm saying? The male wants power. They want to be in control of their own destiny. They want to be providers. They want to be protectors. And anything that chips away at the male and his thought process or his feeling of power or powerless, then he becomes a weakened individual in the sense of his mind and his ability to do those things that are going to be beneficial, non-violent, in a sense of unnecessary violence. I'm not talking about not being violent. Violence has its place when you're trying to protect yourself and protect your life. Believe that, all right? But I don't promote violence in any way, shape, or form when it comes down to just the promoting of violent behavior. But yes, violence has its place when you're trying to protect yourself against that which is willing to destroy you, rape you, do any type of thing to you that is not meant to be done to you. You have the right to protect yourself, and you should protect yourself. All right. So again, we're dealing with individuals who have been weakened mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When you come in, female, it's this, or woman, or ladies, or term, whatever term that you want to fit you. You know, I won't be disparaging or sound like I'm just saying female, this and that. All right. So no disrespect in using that term. When you come in, guys, you have to be able and be willing to see the society as it is, not as you have imagined it to be. You have to see him as he is and not what you have imagined him to be. And you have to take into context what it is that he's dealing with. Yes, you are dealing with the same things, but the male and female brains are different. Therefore, we process and deal with these things a little differently, although they still deal and affect us profoundly across the board. All right. So you have to step back out of your emotional tendencies, those who are linked to be emotional about situations, and really look at the whole context and what it is that is causing this type of behavior to come from these types of individuals. This doesn't mean that you justify or you appease or you pacify the behavior. This means that you get an understanding of the behavior, and therefore you can help guide this individual out of that behavior if they want to be guided, and if they're able to listen and register what it is that you're saying, and if they're intelligent enough to see that you have the key to unlock their greatest potential, because you do, woman. Peace. Peace, fam. Thanks for supporting the video. Remember to give me that thumbs up. Also, remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Also, guys, the description of my products behind me are in the description below. The prices are there as well. Again, with your purchase of any of my products, particularly I'm selling the CBD oil and the protein, hemp protein at this moment, you'll have a limited access to my personal coaching depending on the products that you purchase. All right. Thanks for the support. Continue to support. I drop videos every day. Sending you peace and love.